Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to our Arabic class. We are doing the Medina Arabic course book 1, and tonight inshallah ta'ala we are doing lesson number 21. So because it's nothing fancy, let us begin. Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. So it says Ad-Darsul Hadi wal Ishruna, the 21st lesson. The topic Madrasati, my school. Now, the point to note in advance is that there's actually nothing new in this lesson. Everything in this lesson is what we have done. This lesson is what you can say is a test of your capabilities. Because if you can't read this lesson, it means you weren't paying attention and you didn't learn anything. Because it literally every single thing you'll see, say with the exception of maybe a couple of vocab words, but other than that, everything else you should know. All of the words that are used are words which we have used. So thus the whole lesson is given without any harakat on it, except on occasion like this here, just so you can know what word it is. But other than that, there's no harakat on, because you should be able to Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to our Arabic class. I do not know what had happened. Somehow the internet had cut out. But anyhow, since we are back, I don't know what had stopped, where we had dropped and where we had resumed. So let's just start as if we hadn't done anything. So we're doing Ad-Darsul Hadi wal Ishruna, the 21st lesson. There's nothing new which is being taught in this lesson. All that this lesson is actually doing is a test of your capabilities. If you can't understand anything in this lesson, it means you weren't paying attention for the last 20 lessons. But if you were paying attention for the last 20 lessons, then you can literally read this entire lesson, which is 99% without harakat on, but you will be able to read it as is and understand everything, save maybe a couple of words of vocab, which is new. But other than that, every single thing are words and sentences and laws which we have done. So it's a test of your capability. Call it an exam. So if you are here and you're struggling anything, it means you got to go back and hit the books and start learning again. That's basically what it is. So let's go through the lesson. The topic of the lesson is madrasati, my school. So he says, هذه مدرستي هي قريبة من المسجد. This is my school. هي قريبة, if you're reading it with the joins, it is close to the masjid. هي مدرسة كبيرة لها 3 أبواب. أبوابها مفتوحة الآن. It is a big madrasa, a big school, which has 3 doors. Its doors are open now. مفتوحة الآن, مفتوحة الآن, as you join. So it has 3 doors and its doors are open now. في المدرسة فصول كثيرة. Okay, in the school there are many classrooms. هذا فصلنا. This is our classroom. وهو فصل واسع, and it is a wide classroom. فيه نافذتان كبيرتان. In it are 2 big windows. وفيه مكاتب وكراسي, and in it are desks and chairs. And here he put harakat on so that you can know we did this pattern, so you know that this pattern does not take tanween. So if you were going to be saying makatibun, he's already at least putting that much here to not trip you up, so that at least you know makatibu. وفيه سبورة كبيرة, and in it is in the classroom as well is a big whiteboard, chalkboard, call it what you want to. هذا مكتب المدرس وذاك كرسيه. كرسيه. This is the desk of the teacher. وذاك, ذاك is the same as ذلك. وذاك كرسيه, and that is his chair. وتلك مكاتب الطلاب وكراسيهم, and that, but as you know, tilka is singular feminine. And why is it singular feminine? Because makatib is plural, but it is jama' ghayr aqil. It is non-living, intelligent beings, and as a result of which they are treated with singular feminine. All laws which we have done. So, and those are the desks and those are the desks of the students and their chairs. مكتب المدرس كبير ومكاتب الطلاب صغيرة. The desk of the teacher is big and the desks of the students are small. في فصلنا 10 طلاب. In our classroom there are 10 students. وهم من بلاد مختلفة. And they are from different countries. هذا محمد وهو من اليابان. This is Muhammad and he is from Japan. وهذا خالد وهو من الصين. And this is Khalid and he is from China. وهذا أحمد وهو من الهند. And this is Ahmad and he is from India. وهذا إبراهيم وهو من غانا. And this is Ibrahim and he is from Ghana in Africa. So new word which we hadn't done yet is Ghana. Everything else above here we had done, including I think even the word wasi'un, but if not then wasi'un, just keep him in mind, wasi'un means wide. وهذا إسماعيل وهو من نيجيريا or Nigeria as others would say. This is Ismail and he is from Nigeria. He's a Nigerian. وهذا يوسف وهو من إنكلترا. And this is Yusuf and he's from England. وهذا بيرم وهو من تركيا. And this is Bayram and he's from Turkey. Bayram, if you know Turks, then Bayram is a common name. So they decided to just give him a common Turkish name. وهذا عمار وهو من ماليزيا. And this is Ammar and he's from Malaysia. وهذا علي وهو من أمريكا. And this is Ali and he's from America. وهذا أبو بكر وهو من اليونان. And this is Abu Bakr and he is from Greece. هم من بلاد مختلفة ولغاتهم مختلفة وألوانهم مختلفة. They are from different countries, their languages are different, and their colors are different. Well, obviously, black and white and brown and all shades in between. ولكن, and page 114, ولكن دينهم واحد وربهم واحد ونبيهم واحد وقبلتهم واحدة. هم مسلمون والمسلمون إخوة. Okay, so he says, but ولكن, however, their religion is one. وربهم واحد and their Lord is one. ونبيهم واحد and their Nabi is one. وقبلتهم واحدة. قبلة is feminine, hence واحدة. And their qibla is one. هم مسلمون, they are Muslims. And والمسلمون إخوة, and the Muslims are brothers. هذا مدرسنا, not مدرسنا. And that's why he puts the tashdid on there just to clarify the point. هذا مدرسنا. اسمه الشيخ بلال. اسمه الشيخ بلال. وهو من المدينة. وهو رجل صالح. نحن نحبه كثيرا. This is our teacher. His name is Sheikh Bilal. He is from Medina. And he is a pious man. And we love him a lot. That's basically the end of the lesson. So moving on now to the exercises. He says تمارين exercises. Number 1, أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. Answer the following questions. So number 1, أين هذه المدرسة? Where is this school? Now the lesson is basically just working on what we had learned. So you would say المدرسة قريب من المسجد. The school or the madrasa is close to the masjid. Number 2, كم بابا لها? How many doors does it have? So you say لها 3 أبواب. It has 3 doors. أمغلقة أبوابها الآن أبوابها الآن أم مفتوحة؟ أمغلقة أبوابها الآن أم مفتوحة? Are its doors locked now, closed now, or are they open? So obviously the answer which we had given is that it's أبوابها مفتوحة الآن, that its doors are open now. Number 4, كم نافذة في هذا الفصل? How many windows are in this classroom? فيه نافذتان كبيرتان. In it are 2 big windows. So how many in the classroom? In the classroom are 2 big windows. Or you can say في الفصل نافذتان كبيرتان if you want to use the word فصل again. Number 5, كم طالبا في هذا الفصل? How many students are in this classroom? في هذا الفصل 10 طلاب. In this classroom there are 10 students. أكلهم من بلد واحد. Are all of them from one country? لا هم من بلاد مختلفة. No, they are from different countries. من أين أبو بكر? Where's Abu Bakr from? Okay, you can say Abu Bakr. Okay, if you hadn't memorized the lesson, you can give him from anywhere, but he was from Al Yunan. But anyway, where we were now. Okay, من أين أبو بكر? You can say Abu Bakr هو من Ghana, for example. We'll switch them around a little bit. So Abu Bakr هو من Ghana. من أين أحمد؟ من أين أحمد؟ هو من الصين. He's from China. من أين يوسف؟ هو من اليابان. He's from Japan. من أين محمد؟ Where is Muhammad from? هو من where can we say هو من إنكلترا. He's from England. من مدرسهم؟ Who is the teacher? مدرسهم الشيخ بلال. The teacher is Sheikh Bilal. Number 12. من أين هو? Where is he from? هو من المدينة المنورة. He is from مدينة المنورة. Next exercise, it says ضع هذه العلامة أمام الجمل الصحيحة وهذه العلامة أمام الجمل التي ليست صحيحة. It says put this icon, the tick, in front of the sentences which are correct, and put this icon, the X, in front of the sentences which are not correct. Now, if you have the book written out, you must be able to look at these sentences over here and give the answer. So it says, number 1, مدرستي قريبة من المطار. مدرستي قريبة من المطار. My school is close to the airport. So, is the sentence wrong? No, there's no problem with it if you're taking it in that sense, but he's basing it on the lesson. So my school is close to the masjid, not to the airport. Thus, you would put the X over here. Number 2, لها ثلاثة أبواب. It has 3 doors. And yes, we know it had 3 doors, so you put a tick here. This one is correct. أبوابها مغلقة الآن. Its doors are closed now. We know it was open, so you put the X here. مكاتب الطلاب كبيرة. The students' desks are big, which we know that wasn't the case. The teacher's desk was big, so X once again. مكتب المدرس كبير. The teacher's desk is big, that's correct, so he's a tick here. في فصلنا 10 طلاب. In our class there are 10 students, and this too is correct, so tick once again. End of page 115. Moving on to 116. Number 7. عمار من اليونان. Ammar is from Greece. Well, he wasn't actually from Greece according to the lesson. He was from Malaysia. So we'll say X on this point here. Bayramu min Turkey. Bayram is from Turkey. He's the simplest one of all because he's got a Turkish name. So you can't mix him up and think he's from anywhere else. So tick once again. Yusuf min Malaysia. Yusuf is from Malaysia. Yeah, it will be okay, was Yusuf actually from Malaysia? Let's just make certain. It was Ammar from Malaysia, and Yusuf was from Ahmad, Ibrahim, Ismail. Yusuf was from England. Okay, so in this case, once again, Yusuf in Malaysia, we scratch in, he's the X. مدرسنا من المدرسة. So here you see use مدرس without the tashdid, because by now you must be able to recognize the word. You cannot be this late in your life and still be making a mistake on the point. So he leaves the shadda out. So you must, like a child must know 1 + 1 is 2. You must know already by now that the word can't be madrasuna, it would be mudarrisuna. So mudarrisuna min al-madinati, our teacher is from Medina, and this is correct, so you put a tick once again for him. Number 3, اذكر البلاد الواردة في الدرس من آسيا وإفريقيا. It's supposed to be وأوروبا. He says, mention the countries which have been mentioned in the lesson, whether they're from, or at least you should write here at this point, which countries are found in Asia, which are found in Africa, which are found in Europe. So you find, for example, Malaysia, Asia, Ghana and Nigeria also come in Africa. Uruba will be Turkey, in Caltara, like that. So you mentioned them accordingly. Obviously, because America is not from either of the three, so you wouldn't put them there. But basically, you take the ones which are from Asia, Al-Yabanu, As-Sinu, and you'll put them here under Asia, and so on and so forth. And now we come to the end of the lesson, and he says, Al-Kalimatul Jadidatu, the new words. Al-Maktabu Jam'u Makatibu, the desk, plural form is desks. Al-Kursiyu Jam'u Karasiyu, the chair, plural is chairs. Al-Lawnu Jam'u Alwanun, Al-Lawnu, the color, plural Alwanun, colors. Al-Qiblatu, the Qibla, Dhaka, okay, Al-Qiblatu, freestanding. Dhaka is Dhalika. Dhalika is the same, hence why he's putting it like this here. So in case you don't know what Dhaka is, it got the same meaning as Dhalika. Yeah, if you get down and you really get into the higher books of Arabic and things, and you ask why is there distinction, then they'll find it there. But for the purpose of the lesson, now it's telling you, just focus on the fact that Dhaka means the same as Dhalika. And walakin, wa and, lakin but, and but obviously we don't say in English and but, we just say but or however. But obviously you need to know what the individual breakdown of the words are. So wa is and, lakin meaning but, so and but means however. And that's the end of those words and the end of page 116 and the end of the lesson as well. And we'll stop on this point here for tonight, inshallah ta'ala. Next week, we will continue from lesson number 22. We've only got lesson 22, lesson 23, and we'll be done. So if everything goes according to plan, then by the end of September, inshallah ta'ala, we must be totally done with the Madinah Arabic course, book 1. But that being said, we end on this point here for tonight. Until next time, we end and we say, وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.